Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing God of War Ragnarok. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're continuing on in Asgard and beyond. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. All right, so we got the tour from Odin around not just Asgard, but around the realms as well, the realms that he rules, and his secret project, and basically what he wants Loki for. So we got a little bit of backstory about why he invited Loki in the first place. And it has a lot to do with how Loki is unique in that respect. So we're continuing on, and we're switching over to Kratos. So the last exchange between Kratos and Atreus was not great. Kratos wanted to know where Loki had been for 2 days time, or 2 days of his time, I should say. And Loki was sworn to secrecy about where he had been. So he was trying to explain where he was at without actually saying anything, which went over like a lead balloon, which you would probably expect. If you're talking in circles, it's not going to go very well. People actually want to hear substance in what you're saying, not just hear, trust me, I've got this under control, especially someone who appears and acts like a teenager. All right, but now everyone kind of had an opposite opinion from Atreus. Atreus got upset, he left, he went to Odin, and now everyone is worried, mainly because of what that portends for the future. Freya wants to build an army to take out Odin, mostly for personal matters, but also for her people in Vanaheim and the atrocities that Odin has procured in her name. Now Kratos, Tyr is pretty useless the way he is right now. And Kratos puts some of the blame on him because Tyr wanted to be, I think, friendly with Atreus, and as a result, played into some of the hopes and dreams that he had, being champion of the giants, being the one to bring down Odin.
Frankly, I'm surprised you of all people would seek out fate.
You of all people would seek out fate. But you haven't let us down yet. Yeah, Mimir's been mighty quiet, especially for that exchange. Now Freya and Tyr are talking. We can travel to Midgard, but I'm kind of curious what Tyr and Freya are saying.
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been. That's why Odin imprisoned you.
So Odin imprisoned you because he's afraid of you. I doubt it. Not just because of prophecies. You united the realms. That's not who I am. I'm not the God of War anymore. More than once, I've lost who I've been. So Freya was the leader of her people in Vanaheim, and then under the name of Frigg, and then she was married to Odin. Or wait, let's see. She was When she was married to Odin, she was called Frigg, and then when she wasn't, she was Freya, I think. Don't quote me on that. But she's Freya now, which would make sense because you wouldn't want to be associated with your married name if you were married to a psychopath.
Does it hurt?
Oh, this? Only when I was...
All right, so Atreus injured Sindri on his way out, busted down the door, which of course
I got something.
caused damage, which Brock is fixed already, and it looks amazing.
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have.
Oh, and we get our OG shield back.
Don't go get
How nice. Now, unlike the previous God of War, we have choices in
Shall we go?
what shield we want to use, and each one is slightly different. We've got one
Expect we may have
that
consequences to look forward to.
is good for blocking, there's one good for parrying, there's one good for counterattacking. That's the original one. The boss is right there. That's funny. The angry squirrel. Or bitter. Now, of course, I said previously when we took on
Master Kratos, my apologies.
the Nidhogg, spoiler, that there might be consequences.
Friend than another longtime tenant of the tree.
Because here in the realm between realms, the world tree depends on
To even think something could keep
Ratatoskr to take care of
terrible.
the branches and Nidhogg for the roots to keep things in balance. Since Nidhogg is not there, but there are other creatures that are of Nidhogg. Nidhogglings? I don't know. Anyway, we're off to Midgard because Freya found a thread of fate, and we're going to try and track down the fates
If Odin
here.
provided him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
So the Norns
Thread from
are
frozen lake. I
the
stashed one
fates
for spellcrafting.
for the
I'll
realm.
also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least
Yeah, fates don't want to be found. We've had to go looking for the fates previously
We should
in
take a sled
Greece,
back to the lake.
and that did not turn out very well for someone.
the freezing gusts and
How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter's
Oh man.
where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
I have a feeling that Mimir thought that Freya was behind the raiders attacking Kratos. There's no way she could have thought that the raiders were going to take Kratos down. Right? I feel like you don't have much of a chance fighting the
Quiet.
God Killer.
She is a friend. Now,
But that's just my 2 cents on the whole topic. All right, so we've got the two
Once
wolves.
the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
They'll have the scent of the Norns, and we'll be on our way.
stop.
So they must be part bloodhound.
They are wolves.
When did you brush them last? They're wolves.
Them and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns? How I may find
Yeah, why do you seek them?
Don't imagine it's
How to find Atreus.
mess about prophecy.
Oh man, it seems like there'd be a better way to track down Atreus than looking for the Norns.
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we
Yeah, you didn't tell me you had a death prophecy. Well, there's been a lot going on with us.
had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight, all of it.
as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
But you aren't dead.
Time yet to come.
I
Yeah.
see. You've never spoken
Not
of someone
yet.
who fears death. That's not a problem, is it?
No.
So it's interesting
When it
getting into some of the more recent past,
That bothers you.
the future, the present, talking about all of it. Faye, of course, sent them on the journey. And that is the real reason why he wants to speak to the Norns, because he wants to know why Faye set this all in motion, more or less. Alright, so we just have to see which direction the wolves are looking,
Certainly seem better.
and then go in that direction.
Traders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back.
Now I'm assuming after this part that we'll have access to Midgard, so we can come back here
All about it when she found him.
and we can trot around with the wolves and do some more exploring. Or maybe after this part we can come directly back, I should say.
I'm the Valkyrie.
Or stay, like we did in Vanheim.
I should have guessed it was secret to helping you.
So just based on the realms that we've been able to visit, you might think that we're roughly halfway
It's not somebody's life.
halfway through the main
The
campaign,
Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
which I think is roughly true.
The well
I don't know exactly
their home is hard to
how
explain.
far we are and how much longer we have to go, but that sounds pretty
A place holy
close.
where the
But then again,
like
just having access to the realm doesn't mean that you have that much of the story done. Alright, so this is where the wolves said, and we can't take them up the cliffside, so, and we can't go up that cliffside because it's blocked.
Thank you.
we will see soon enough.
So we'll go up the path. Looks relatively linear. Kind of keep our eyes open for whatever ambush is waiting for us. Ooh, look at that. Chop away, man. Chop away. Man, that's a big old ogre. Did he say ogre? I want to say yes. Yeah, that did like nothing. You have to melee attack those guys. I kind of want to see what his attack is. I don't want to assume that I can just go up and start wailing on him. Ooh. Ah, good parry. Good parry. Look at that. See if we can get some... Ooh, another good parry. Oh, I missed the arrow on there. Alright. Ooh, look at that. Stunned. Oh, look at that. So much like the previous game, you can ride the ogre and do some damage. Heavy attack, hit them all in an area, or light attack, just hit whatever is in front of you. And that's probably the last time we'll get to ride the ogre, because he doesn't have a whole lot of health left. And in order to get the stun bar up that high, I think he's gonna be gone. What was that? I don't know, but I'm frozen. You hit your own guy. Alright, let's see if we can get our... Ooh, there's no way I'm gonna get to that guy in the back. Yeah, he's not stunned anymore. Yeah, getting experience, unlocking your perks, it's just going to make you stronger. But some of them are based on your level. So I think right here we're level 3, maybe 4. So all guys that are level 3 or level 4 are at our you know, within our range.
something in
anything 5 or higher is going to be rough.
The hilt of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilt. Tread carefully.
Oh, you know that sword.
None of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
Ooh, the heck was that? A whole shockwave.
Find the Norns.
Hilt of Skafnung. Useless, but maybe we can make it not useless anymore. That looks a little bit like Stonehenge. You got this big like circle. Alright, so we got full health and hardly any rage. You can see the frozen lightning in the background from our fight with Thor. That is such an awesome detail that they've added. I'm glad that they added that because that is really cool. Showing the opposing but equal, I would say, forces between of Thor and Kratos. Maybe not. All right, we had another Mystic Gateway. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll take as many gateways as we can find. That just gives us fast travel points to get around the map a little bit faster, even within the same realm. Since we can go from one door to the next within the same realm. Alright, so that was a dead end. Hooray. So we'll need to... Were those ravens? They weren't, green ravens, but they sure look like ravens to me. Alright, so this is not the way... but I wanted to kind of look to see what else was around. So doing a little poking around at the same time that we're... Oh, look at that. We got a Bifrost bridge of sorts. Bifrost smoke? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Campfire. But it's still burning, so it's...
What did you find?
A list of provisions needed to prepare.
Kind of like Prometheus, the eternal flame that he gave to humans.
The recipe will lead us to them.
And then Zeus wasn't too happy about it. Alright, so across the realms. I wonder what we have to do for that one. Alright, so we found a recipe, and we have to find the ingredients. So we'll just go back around.
Do they match the ones in that?
I imagine we might find one of those ingredients.
Ah. We saw those ingredients.
I knew I recognized those initials. The ballad,
Or not the ingredients. We saw that
I'm not familiar.
an old tale,
marking,
one nonetheless.
I want to say in Svartalheim.
This realm. We could always try and find the other.
So we've actually seen that, although didn't know what it was for at the time. And now have to try and remember where it was at and how to get back to it.
Freya's right. We have ways of discouraging visitation.
Alright, so
Odin made his share of efforts.
Wouldn't talk about what he found.
Either he gave up, or he wanted to.
this area has a Draugr, but high level, so we're going to come back when we're ready.
What you experienced when
Now
you
this
last time.
is a raven that we can get. Well, I think it's a little bit too far away in order for us to get it, but
I remember that
we will get it eventually. So I think we'll have to come back to it either when we have infinite throw or when we're able to approach it a little bit closer.
What of your story?
The
The fates of your homeland, yeah?
previous,
Things I heard about the ghost of Sparta.
the ghost of Sparta, the mirror even heard about it.
In the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you
Although he is the smartest man alive.
win a battle once.
Traveled back in time to win a battle that you lost.
I mean, a rumor
It's obviously
of not being
wrong.
back in time from Ragnarok is one thing.
Yeah, if you've
The sisters of
played, let me see, what was that? I think that was God of War 3?
my existence. So I killed them.
We had the Fates.
Power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard.
Dangerous and irresponsible.
Nor does anyone
They don't have that kind of
seen
magic,
it.
nor does anyone.
Can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more
True.
than we are already.
I would not ask them to change.
Yeah, Mimir obviously doesn't like.
I only want information.
And that's dangerous enough, in my experience.
When he said ex-employee, did he mean Tyr or did he mean... When Odin said ex-employee and ex-wife, do you think he meant Mimir or do you think he meant Tyr? I assumed he meant Tyr. But it could just as easily have been Mimir. He knows that Mimir's around.
In this direction.
Feel what exactly?
Obviously, he's got ravens all over the place.
From this wall. The Norns
I don't know. The Norns. Obviously going to be a fight here at some point.
Kratos.
Let's look around. Oh, there's a mystic gateway around here. Oh, right there. There's a chain going up, but we also have that cave or lead to the Norns. Let's have Freya open it up.
Oh
Meh, nothing.
nothing. Another dead end.
Yep. Try again.
A trap.
Oop. I wasn't close enough for that to affect him. Plus, I don't know that it would have. Now, obviously, we should probably use the blades for that. I don't like how you slow down when you're. But I mean, that's the point. You're not supposed to like getting slowed down. All right, there his shield's down at least. May not be able to. Oh, here we go. Get a little bit closer. Whack. Ooh, it hit both of them. Yeah, I was too slow to take advantage of. There we go. Next parry. Not great, but good. And he keeps throwing ice around him. Makes it a little bit more difficult for me. That was a good block, but a bad parry. Ooh, there we go. He's down. Get him. And give me my health. Graunger?
You know, this search will only get more dangerous.
Then we keep
Ah, there we go.
Back to the wolves then.
I'll get some more rage for that. That's always good. That guy dropped something. Let's go up this chain and see what's what.
what is up.
Dude, Freya is walking around with no shoes on.
It's not related
No
to the
coverings on her feet.
Could be interesting
She's
enough
got
in its own right.
feet of cast iron
What's that outpost?
or something. Alright, so there's a forge up here so we can check things out if we want, and we can move along.
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
How would Atreus get to Asgard? You'd have to ask Odin.
He's got control of every path.
Yikes. He's got control of every path to get there.
Such things, so I'm sure that's disappointing.
Yeah, that is disappointing.
Ahead of us.
So does that mean that Brock and Sindri can't get to Asgard at all?
Unbelievably. This
That's
crest
interesting.
belongs to Jotunheim.
To say the least.
You say? Now that's where Sigrun was from.
Sigrun's Curse. So we go this way. That probably starts the favor, so we'll circle back around to that.
Lovely crystal work in those elven gifts.
And we don't quite have all of our tools yet to be able to do everything. We've gained quite a few, but we don't have all of them. So starting a side quest that we may or may not be able to finish. You know, it's a little disappointing.
The wolves have picked up another trail. Keep following
So,
their heads.
Unlike the Lingbacker Yeah, which we were able to complete without any additional tools. So right when it started, you could finish it. The rest of them are hit and miss, so you can maybe get it, maybe not. All right, the wolves have something.
Kratos, tell me more.
We've already got 2 more dead ends.
Cruel.
Sounds no different
Yeah.
from these lands.
It was warmer.
Kratos was like, it was cruel, and it was this, and it was that, and I was like, oh, there's another gateway. That's good. Kind of like here. It was warmer. Such deadpan humor. Alright, we've got to be close. Ah, sure enough.
This is the place.
This is the place. Alright, so we'll go ahead and check this one out. And see where it leads and see what the
We need
Norns...
to work our way up.
How hard are the Norns going to hide from us? I'm guessing pretty hard. Let's get this. Speaking of Norns, this Norn chest is going to need the Blades of Chaos and maybe a little something else. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
More of your friends.
I didn't tell them to be here.
Fire up above!
Leader, to your left!
Good show!
I don't know what the Norns did to trick all these raiders into guarding them. Not that they have any idea that's what they're doing.
Freya, thank you for your help. I know this was not your focus.
The sooner we find your son, the sooner you'll be able to focus. I just hope it works.
Just the same. Thank you.
A fine sentiment, but write her a bloody note when we're out of the cold, brother.
feel something. It's stronger this time. Over here. Open up.
Ah, isn't it always the third place you look? Is everyone hearing that creepy whisper?
It is like an itch in the mind.
It means we've stepped into their domain. Be ready for anything.
Illusions.
Projections, possibly. But assume nothing. There's no telling what manner of creature they've made unwitting guards.
Delightful.
Kratos, Ghost of Sparta, Bane of Olympus, Destroyer of Fate, Cruel Striker, Bringer of War, Weapon of the Gods, turned against his creators. He chases a redemption he knows he can never deserve. He cannot change.
Are we in our own mind yet? He certainly seemed real enough.
I hate to tell you, the parts in your mind will be real too.
Seems he was guarding that way outside.
place almost looks familiar, but different. Like a confused memory.
A rather hostile memory at that.
These fates should know I will not be deterred.
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
No.
Freya of the Vanir, Master of Magics, Queen of the Valkyries, Witch of the Woods, Frigg of Asgard, Destroyer of all that she would hope to protect. She always finds somebody to blame. She cannot change. Mimir of the Aesir,
Ah, here we go.
Counselor to Kings, Merry Wanderer of the Woods, Robin of the Goodfellows.
Let me guess. I'm a long-winded know-it-all and I cannot change? See? You forgot smartest man alive. Well, certainly clinks like genuine hack silver. I suppose there's one small consolation to this ordeal. At least we won't have to introduce ourselves.
Don't credit your reputation, Mimir. They see the whole lives of any who approach them.
What is that?
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing!
Yelpa!
Attack!
Yelpa! Now! Attack the rune!
Attack!
Yelpa! Yelpa!
Need to take out those springs, brother!
That's it! The Alpha!
Give yourself an opening. Don't waste it.
The Alpha!
Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.